Once upon a time, in the heart of a thick forest, there lived a mighty lion. He was known far and wide as the king of the forest. His roar echoed through the trees, and all the animals respected his strength and power. But the lion had a problem. Whenever he tried to hunt, something strange would happen. The animals seemed to sense his presence from far away. As soon as they spotted him, they would freeze in fear for a moment, and then bolt in every direction. They ran as fast as their legs could carry them. The lion, no matter how fast or cunning he was, couldn't catch up. He would chase and chase, but each time, the animals would escape and disappearing into the thick forest. In the same forest where the lion lived, there were two other animals, a jackal and a fox. These two were the best of friends, and always stuck together. However, life wasn't easy for them. Like the lion, they too found it hard to hunt for food. The jackal was very clever, but his plans didn't always work out. The fox, on the other hand, was quick and cunning. But even his speed and wits weren't enough to help them succeed. Whenever they went out hunting, they would carefully sneak up on their prey. But somehow, the animals always managed to escape at the last moment. One evening, the jackal and the fox sat under a large tree, their stomachs growling with hunger. The jackal sighed and said,
"No matter how hard we try, we just can't seem to catch anything."
The fox, who was equally tired and hungry, nodded in agreement.
"We have tried every trick we know, but these animals are just too fast for us."
One day, while walking through the forest, the jackal and the fox saw the lion resting under a tree. The jackal was desperate because they were very hungry, but he was too scared to speak. The fox gently pushed the jackal and whispered,
"You should tell the lion about our problem."
The jackal, nervous but without any other choice, walked up to the lion and said,
"Your Majesty, we can't find food. We try, but the animals always run away, and we are left hungry."
The lion listened to the jackal's plea and thought for a moment. Then he spoke in a calm voice.
"I have an idea."
The jackal and the fox looked at each other.
"What do you suggest, Your Majesty?"
The fox asked. The lion smiled and said,
"Let's make an agreement. You two will help me in the hunt. With your cunning and speed, we can outsmart the prey. In return, we will share what we catch equally among the three of us."
The jackal nodded, hesitating slightly.
That sounds fair. Your Majesty. We will do our best.
The fox, still unsure, added.
Yes, we will give it a try. But we hope it works out.
The lion reassured them.
Don't worry. We will work as a team and succeed together.
Thus, the jackal and the fox entered into an agreement with the lion that they would help one another in hunting. They felt that none of them would have to starve. Both the jackal and the fox were a little nervous about accompanying the lion in the hunt. All of them came to the deep forest in search of food. When they came to the lakeside, they dispersed. It was decided that the jackal would keep an eye out for animals to prey on. When he spotted one, he would go up to the animal and introduce himself by braying. Thus he would alert the other two, who were hiding. The fox would come out at first, growling at the animal. The frightened animal would try to run directly in the path of the lion. The lion would then finish the animal off in one swoop. In the evening, both of them came in front of the lion's den with their large booty. The lion ordered the jackal to divide the portion. The jackal was very happy. He felt that it was a great honor for him. Very carefully, he divided the food into 3 equal shares.
Sir, I modestly request the 2 of you to take your shares,
he said. The lion stared at the shares for a minute. He frowned and said,
So, you think we all deserve the same share?
The jackal, trembling, replied,
Yes, Your Majesty. We worked together, so I thought it was fair.
The lion shouted in anger.
Oh! You are comparing your efforts with mine!
And jumped on the jackal and killed it. Then he turned to the fox and said,
Now, it's your turn to divide the food.
The fox, frightened, quickly gathered all the food into one big pile. He then took a tiny portion for himself and presented the large heap to the lion, saying,
Please, Your Majesty. Take this portion. It's all yours.
The lion was pleased with the fox's submission and ate his share greedily. They left very little for the fox. Moral: be cautious when dealing with those stronger than you.